Yes. Alright guys, back with another tutorial. Now I hope you're able to take in the first one. The first one was very important to get you started. So I hope now you have your decks and you have Serato software downloaded onto your laptop or your Mac, and then you're ready to go. Hopefully you've been practicing already, starting tracks at the right time, using the 8-bar count, starting it on 1. And even if you don't have your equipment yet, you can still practice your count when you're just listening to music on a daily basis. But anyways, I hope you were able to take it in. That was my first experience shooting the video and obviously editing it. So it was an opportunity for me to look at it and see how I can get it better, become a better teacher for you guys, because I don't just want you to be shoddy DJs. Like, I want you to be just as good as I am. Do you know what? I want you to be even better than I am. Today's lesson. Oh, by the way, I kind of feel like I rushed through the tutorial simply because I wanted to get to the most exciting bit. So I'm gonna go through it now. I've added an extra bit to this video just to explain where and how to get your tracks. So cool. So if you're downloading Serato for the first time, it won't look like mine. Yours is gonna be completely empty. So before you start mixing, you need to download tracks and drag and drop them into Serato from a folder. Or, this is what I recommend, the best way of doing it as well, is to use Tidal. You can sign up, they give you a 30-day free trial. It's £5 a month if you're a student, £10 a month if otherwise, and boom. Tidal lets you search for any song on Serato. All you have to do is click the little Tidal icon next to the search bar, type in the song you're looking for, and you should see it in the results. All you need is a Wi-Fi connection. Too convenient. Also, you can build your library on the go with the Tidal app. So Tidal app in your phone or your iPad. If you like a song or add a song to your playlist, like magic, it's gonna appear in your Serato the next time you open it. The artist you're playing from Tidal, it adds to the overall play count, so they're able to benefit off this as well. Feel free to, if you want me to go through the nitty-gritty, I don't mind, taking messages and telling you privately, either via email, etc, or whatever is best. I don't really use any social media. That's also going to be another shock. The only thing I have is Snapchat. For now, anyway. I don't know if I'm going to make a Twitter or Instagram in future. I don't really care to. Me personally, I love living my life just on Snapchat. That's it. But anyways, to get cracking into the second tutorial, it's going to be about blending. Making your mixes nice and smooth. So obviously the first one was basically mainly about the basics and starting on time. This one is about blending. So once you started your track and you have 2 tracks playing at the same time, how do you blend it in? Cool, so I'm gonna take you through that with this tutorial. So yes, let's get cracking. So basically you have these knobs in the center of your decks. Every deck has them, every single deck has them. Now, this is the mixer element of your controller. These knobs are responsible for a particular layer in the song you're playing now. So let me upload the song to channel 1. You're gonna see now, this is the bass, the low end of channel 1. This is the mid end of channel 1, and this is the treble end. The low end is actually got written on my decks, the bass. You spin it all the way to the left, make it minimum, you're gonna take out the bass. And the other end is the maximum. So if you take it away to the other side, you're gonna increase the bass of the song. It's best by default, keep it in the middle. That's what I do, and then you can tweak it. Let's say you have a song you downloaded, is a bit less bass, and you want a bit more, then you can make the necessary adjustments to the low end. Then you have the mid. The mid is responsible for most of the vocals in the tracks. If I take out the mid end, it's gonna be a reduction of vocals. And then you have the treble. The treble I don't really touch, but let me give you like an audio example. I'm gonna play the song I was banging recently because it's a banger. Let me loop it for you. Alright, cool. So listen carefully. I'm gonna take out the bass, yeah? Now, it may sound quieter to you. Actually, let me get to a bit of the song where it's actually like prominent. There we go, hear that? A lot of bass. Gone. We're gonna take out the other end. A lot of it's gone. But I'll put it back. So hopefully you can hear the difference. When I take out the bass, you hear the gone. Like, and then that becomes very useful when it comes to mixing in tracks, because this is one of my tips and tricks that I recommend. When you're mixing two tracks, take out the bass of one of them. Too much bass, or the basses of two tracks, especially when they come at different timings, is very jarring. Like, it's like, whoa, what's happening? But anyways, taking out the layers of the song is basically gonna help you blend two of the tracks together. It's gonna make it a nicer mix to hear on the airs, in my opinion. I've seen other DJs do this as well, so I know I'm not the only one that takes out layers of a track just so it eases in the mix. I feel like, not to say you're lazy if you don't do it, but you don't care too much. If you don't take out layers of the song, it basically just means that you just want to just, you just want to mix it. You don't really care about the quality of the mix. Think about it, like if you man are bakers, or like, let's say, oh my gosh, or for example, when you're whipping, you want to whip it to a level, keep whipping it until it's like smooth textured. Do you know what? I don't even know this. I'm just going off from what K-Track taught me. But anyways, when you're mixing, you're whipping in the Pyrex bowl, you want to keep going until it's smooth. Like when it's still grainy and you still got lumps and stuff in the bowl, it's not been mixed properly. So you want to keep mixing until it's a smooth consistency. So that's a smooth consistency, which is what the knobs help you do. They help you put the track in a smoother consistency, so it's easier in the ears. It's like, yeah, ooh, you hear something coming, and it's like, wow, you hear something else going. It's nice. So anyways, that's what those do. Now on the next Koko'Lusi tutorial, we are going to combine what we've learned from tutorial 1 and 2, and I'm going to teach you how to mix with auto loop. So you're going to need to be able to start tracks on time and be able to blend in the mixes using the knobs. So comment, let me know you're there, like, and definitely subscribe. Follow me on social media as well. And yeah, that's it. Until next time, blessings.